Look at your knees right now. Go ahead, bend them, feel them. If you hear that grinding sound when you stand up from a chair, if your mornings start with 10 minutes of stiffness before you can walk properly, if those joints feel like they are filled with wet sand instead of smooth fluid, you are not just getting older. Your body is sending you an urgent message. It has been sending this message for years, every creak, every ache, every time you had to grip the handrail just to climb a few stairs. And every time you reached for another bottle of pain pills, another expensive cream, another promise from a pharmaceutical company, you silenced that message without ever hearing what it was trying to tell you. Now, let me be brutally honest with you. I will not lie to you as those supplement companies do. You will not feel like a teenager again in 14 days. Anyone who promises that wants your wallet, not your well-being. But something biological happens in the first 336 hours. Something most people completely miss. A shift, a pivot, a turning point that your body has been waiting for. And if you do not recognize it when it happens, you will quit too early and miss everything. Stay with me. Because what happens in the next 14 days could rewrite how your body feels for the rest of your life. This is not about a trendy supplement. This is about a seed so powerful that ancient civilizations called it the remedy for everything except death itself. For thousands of years, before pharmaceutical companies existed, before pain clinics charged you hundreds of dollars per visit, before insurance companies told you which pills you could afford, healers across the Middle East, Africa, and Asia knew about this tiny black seed. They found it in the tomb of King Tut. They believed it was important enough to accompany him to the afterlife. Cleopatra reportedly used it for her legendary beauty. Ancient Greek physicians documented its healing properties. That seed is Nigella sativa. You know it as the black seed. And the oil pressed from it has been used for over 3,000 years, long before modern medicine decided it did not exist. And today, I am going to show you exactly what happens inside your body at each stage, day 1 through day 14, and why this ancient oil can support a wide range of age-related health concerns, from joint comfort and mobility to metabolic balance, from skin vitality to hair strength, even that stubborn inflammation that keeps your body in a constant state of silent distress. But I need to warn you about something critical. Most black seed oil sold today is worthless, completely worthless. The extraction method matters, the source matters, the purity matters, and I will tell you exactly what to look for on the label. Miss these details, and you are pouring money down the drain. So stay with me, because what you learn in the next few minutes could change how you feel when you wake up tomorrow morning. Before we go any further, I want you to do something with me. We are going to do a body audit. Think of this as a check engine light for your health. I am going to list several common concerns. Your job is simple. Count how many apply to you right now. Be completely honest. No one is watching. Ready? Here we go. Fast. Number 1, joint pain when you wake up. Number 2, knee stiffness that takes minutes to work out. Number 3, grinding or popping sounds when you move. Number 4, swollen fingers or ankles. Number 5, blood sugar keeps creeping higher. Number 6, cholesterol numbers your doctor frowns at. Number 7, that stubborn belly fat that will not budge. Number 8, skin that looks dull and tired. Number 9, age spots are multiplying like uninvited guests. Number 10, dry skin no cream can fix. Number 11, slow wound healing. Number 12, hair thinning where it should not. Number 13, hair that breaks and falls out more than before. Number 14, dry, flaky scalp. Number 15, nails that chip and crack. Number 16, low energy that coffee cannot fix. Number 17, brain fog that makes you forget why you walked into a room. Number 18, frequent colds or infections. Number 19, that general feeling that your body is aging faster than it should. Stop. How many did you count? If you counted 4 or more, your body is not just aging. Your body is inflamed. It is oxidizing. It is breaking down faster than it should because it is missing something critical. And black seed oil delivers exactly what your body has been desperate for. Now let me show you what happens, day by day, stage by stage, when you finally give your body this ancient fuel. Days 1 through 3, the absorption phase. Let us start with what happens almost immediately. Within the first 72 hours, your body enters what I call the absorption phase. Here is what most people do not understand. Black seed oil is not like popping an aspirin. It does not mask symptoms. It does not numb you. Instead, it delivers a compound called thymoquinone directly into your system. Thymoquinone. Remember that word. It is the most studied component of black seed oil, and it is the reason why researchers at major universities have published over 1,200 studies on this tiny seed just in the past decade. In the first 3 days, as you take black seed oil, thymoquinone begins circulating through your bloodstream. It starts reaching your cells. Your liver processes it. Your tissues begin absorbing it. You probably will not feel dramatic changes yet. This is not a drug that hits you like a hammer. This is nutrition at the cellular level. But something is happening beneath the surface. Your inflammatory markers are beginning to respond. Those chemical signals in your body that keep screaming inflammation, inflammation, inflammation. They are starting to receive a different message. Some people notice subtle changes in these first 3 days. A slight improvement in morning stiffness, skin that feels slightly more hydrated. Sleep comes a little easier. Do not dismiss these small signals. They are the first whispers of what is coming. Days 4 through 7. The inflammation pivot. Now we reach the first critical turning point. Days 4 through 7. This is where the inflammation pivot begins. And before I continue, my friend, I want to pause here for just a moment. I know some of you watching right now are dealing with pain that no one else truly understands. You smile through family dinners while your knees are screaming. You say you are fine when your grandchildren ask why you cannot play on the floor with them. You have learned to hide it, to push through, to pretend. I see you. And I want you to know, you are not alone in this. What I am about to share with you comes from years of research and genuine care for people just like you. People who deserve answers. People who deserve hope that is grounded in real science, not empty promises. So let me tell you what has been happening inside your joints for years. You know that deep, grinding ache in your knees when you stand up from a chair? That stiffness in your hips that makes the first steps of every morning feel like walking through wet cement? That swelling in your fingers that makes opening a jar feel like an impossible task? Doctors call this osteoarthritis. They talk about cartilage breakdown and joint space narrowing. They prescribe anti-inflammatory drugs that tear up your stomach. They suggest injections that cost thousands and wear off in months. But here is what they rarely explain. Your joints are not just wearing out from age. They are being attacked by chronic inflammation, by oxidative stress, by your own immune system, which has lost its balance. And by day 7, black seed oil begins its inflammation pivot. Multiple clinical studies involving older adults have demonstrated significant improvements in joint comfort and mobility with consistent black seed oil use. Real people, real results, documented in peer-reviewed journals. But here is what really caught my attention. Research comparing topical black seed oil against conventional pain management options showed something remarkable. In elderly patients with knee concerns, black seed oil showed efficacy comparable to, and in some cases exceeding, the options most people reach for every single day. Comparable efficacy, sometimes better, without the stomach damage, without the liver stress, without the long-term risks. This is the inflammation pivot. By day 7, the thymoquinone has accumulated enough in your system to start interrupting those inflammatory chemical signals. Your body begins shifting from chronic inflammation toward balance. Now, before we move to the second week, I need to be completely honest with you about something important. What I am sharing today is educational information based on published research. This is not medical advice. I am not your doctor. And nothing, absolutely nothing, replaces the relationship you have with your healthcare provider. Black seed oil is not a miracle cure. There is no such thing as a miracle cure. Anyone who promises you that is selling fantasy, not science. What black seed oil offers is support. Natural support that has been studied extensively and used safely for thousands of years. But your individual results will depend on your unique body, your consistency, and your overall health approach. If you are taking medications, especially for blood sugar, blood pressure, or blood thinning, please talk to your doctor before adding black seed oil to your routine. This is about being smart, not just hopeful. Now that we have that understanding between us, let us continue with what happens in the second week. Days 8 through 14. The metabolic shift. Now we enter the second week. Days 8 through 14. This is where the metabolic shift begins. Let me tell you about something your doctor probably has not connected to: your joint discomfort, your fatigue, and your stubborn weight. Blood sugar. If your blood sugar runs high, even slightly high, your entire body suffers. Inflammation increases. Healing slows down. Energy crashes. Weight clings to your midsection like it is glued there. And here is what research shows about black seed oil and metabolic health. Meta-analyses and scientific reviews have shown a significant and sustained reduction in fasting blood glucose levels with consistent black seed oil supplementation. These are not small studies. These are comprehensive analyses combining data from multiple clinical trials. But that is not all. The same research showed improvements in hemoglobin A1C. That is the 3-month average of your blood sugar, the number your doctor uses to track whether your blood sugar is under control. And the cholesterol improvements were equally encouraging. Total cholesterol showed meaningful reductions. LDL cholesterol, that is the type your doctor worries about, showed consistent improvement across multiple studies. These are the kinds of results that make researchers take notice. By day 14, if you have been consistent, your metabolism is responding. Your body is processing glucose more efficiently. Your inflammatory markers are continuing to drop. Your overall metabolic profile is beginning to shift. This is the metabolic shift. Your body is not just feeling better. It is functioning better at the cellular level. Now, I want to take a quick moment to connect with you directly. If you have found value in what I am sharing, if something I have said has given you a spark of hope or answered a question you have been carrying, I would love to hear from you. Drop a comment below this video. Tell me which concern from the Body Audit hit closest to home for you, or simply say hello and let me know where you are watching from. My team and I read every single comment. We respond to your questions. We are building a community here of people who refuse to accept that aging means suffering. Your comment might also help someone else who is watching right now, someone who feels alone in their struggle, someone who needs to know that others understand exactly what they are going through. So leave that comment. I will see you there. The 30-day horizon, the repair phase. Now let me tell you about what comes next. Day 14 is the turning point, but the real transformation, the repair phase, that happens over the next 2 to 4 weeks. Your body did not get damaged overnight. It will not rebuild overnight either. The studies on joint improvement showed the most significant benefits at 4 to 8 weeks. The metabolic studies showed sustained improvements with continued use. The skin and hair studies showed visible changes at the 8 to 12-week mark. When researchers studied black seed oil for hair health, they found that the majority of participants with a common form of hair loss showed meaningful improvement in hair density and thickness. But this took 3 months of consistent use. When scientists studied black seed oil for skin health, They found it could help protect against oxidative stress and support healthier skin function. But these changes build over time. This is why I want you to subscribe and stay with me. Because I am going to show you exactly what to expect at the 30-day mark, the 60-day mark, and beyond, the full timeline, the complete transformation. But here is where most people sabotage their results before they even start. They get excited about black seed oil. They go online. They see a bottle that says black seed oil on the label. They look at the price. They buy the cheapest one. They use it for a week, maybe two. They see nothing dramatic. They feel disappointed. They tell their friends that black seed oil is just another overhyped natural remedy that does not work. And I do not blame them. Because what they bought was not real black seed oil. Not the kind with therapeutic levels of thymoquinone, not the kind used in the clinical studies, not the kind ancient healers treasured more than gold. They bought diluted, heat-processed garbage. Let me explain exactly how to avoid this mistake. The extraction method is everything. When manufacturers want to maximize profit, they use heat and chemical solvents to extract oil faster. More production, more money, less quality. But heat destroys thymoquinone. It damages the delicate fatty acids. It wrecks the very compounds that make black seed oil work. What you need is cold-pressed black seed oil. The real kind. Cold-pressed means no heat, no chemical solvents. Just mechanical pressure extracting the oil the way it has been done for 3,000 years. You also need to know the source. Egyptian black seed and Ethiopian black seed are considered the most potent varieties. They have higher thymoquinone content than seeds grown elsewhere. And you need organic, because conventional black seed crops can be sprayed with pesticides. Those pesticides concentrate in the oil. You do not want to put concentrated pesticides into your body, so remember these three requirements: cold-pressed, organic, high thymoquinone content. The oil should be dark amber to brownish black. If it is pale or clear, it has been over-processed. The smell should be strong, slightly peppery, almost spicy. If it smells like nothing, something is wrong. Now, if you do not have access to quality black seed oil where you live, or if you simply want to save time searching, I have included a link in the description below to a trusted source that meets all these criteria. I only recommend products I have personally researched, but of course, you are always free to find your own source using the guidelines I just shared. Now, let me tell you exactly how to use black seed oil for the best possible results. For general health and inflammation support, most clinical studies used between 1 and 3 grams of black seed oil daily. That is roughly 1/2 to 1 teaspoon. You can take it straight, though I warn you. The taste is strong, peppery, some say bitter. Most people mix it into honey, juice, or a smoothie. Take it with food. This improves absorption and reduces any chance of stomach upset. For joint support, you can take it internally and apply it topically. Research showed encouraging results from simply massaging black seed oil directly onto uncomfortable joints. The thymoquinone absorbs through the skin and targets inflammation locally. For your skin, apply a few drops to clean skin at night. Black seed oil is rich in fatty acids that nourish the skin barrier. It has been shown to help with oxidative stress, pigmentation concerns, and general skin vitality. For your hair and scalp, warm a small amount between your palms. Massage it into your scalp. Leave it on for 30 minutes or overnight before washing. The anti-inflammatory properties can help soothe scalp conditions, while the nutrients support hair follicle health. For metabolic support, consistency is key. The studies showing improvements used black seed oil daily for at least 8 weeks. This is not a weekend experiment. This is a commitment to your metabolic health. Now, let me share one more thing that struck me during my research. I kept finding studies where black seed oil performed at levels comparable to or better than pharmaceutical options, without the harsh side effects. In people with inflammatory joint conditions, black seed oil supplementation improved inflammatory markers and patient-reported quality of life. In people with elevated blood pressure, black seed oil showed ability to support healthier cardiovascular function. In people with metabolic concerns, black seed oil improved multiple markers of metabolic health simultaneously. The pharmaceutical industry cannot patent a seed that has grown wild for thousands of years. They cannot charge you hundreds of dollars a month for something your grandmother might have in her spice cabinet. So they do not talk about it. They do not research it at the scale it deserves. They do not mention it when you walk into their offices seeking answers for your joints, your blood sugar, your cholesterol. But ancient healers knew. The physicians who wrote the first medical texts knew. 3,000 years of traditional use. Over 1,200 modern scientific studies. Dozens of clinical trials on humans. This is not some internet fad. This is one of the most studied medicinal plants in human history. So where does this leave us? You now understand why black seed oil has captured the attention of researchers worldwide. You understand the timeline, the absorption phase, the inflammation pivot, the metabolic shift, and the repair phase ahead. You know what to look for when choosing quality oil. You know how to use it properly. And most importantly, you know that you are not alone in this journey. This is not about chasing miracles. This is about giving your body the support it has been missing. A collection of compounds that your cells recognize at the molecular level. Nutrients that humans have relied on for 3,000 documented years. A healing tradition that modern science is finally validating. The pharmaceutical industry cannot make billions from a wild seed, so they hope you never discover it. But ancient kings knew, ancient queens knew, and now you know too. These are your natural allies for better health, your 14-day spark, your 30-day transformation, and now you understand exactly how to support your body's own repair systems, starting tonight. Tell me in the comments which concern hit closest to home for you, or simply say hello. Your words might encourage someone else who needs to hear them today. Now, because you watched until the end, I highly recommend the video appearing on your screen right now. My team and I poured hours into making it, and I know you are going to love it. Take care of yourself, my friend. Your body has been waiting for this.